Hello Virgo, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Virgo. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you, Virgo. I've got an assortment of oracles here we're going to look at for the overall energy, as I like to do. We're going to look at the week ahead, as I always read for the week ahead. You know that. If you are my ride or die, Virgo, you know that, right? That I read for the week ahead, whether you get this today, tomorrow, or next year, it could resonate. It's a general reading. So then we're going to throw some tarot at it and find out some details about what's coming up in the week ahead. Let's find out what is going on for you, Virgo. If you are a brand new Virgo and you're just rolling up in all these shenanigans, welcome, welcome. And there is a subscription button in the bottom right-hand corner if you should decide to stay. I hope you will. All right. We have Be Here Now, the hummingbird spirit. Oh, I love that. I'm just seeing in my mind's eye the hummingbird, right? When the hummingbird is like at the flower trying to get the nectar here, they stay in one spot. Right? They're right in the here and now. They're right in the moment here. We've got card number 34, which is a 7, which is very interesting because 7s for me is heaven. It's divine intervention. I want to say that the universe is actually saying to you, Virgo, stay in the present moment. So we can get into situations where people can drag us out of our comfort zone or drag us out of our Zen zone, I'm going to say, because this is the hummingbird. Watching hummingbirds is sort of a Zen energy, right? We've got the turtle spirit, slow and steady wins the race. So I want to say that in the week ahead, you're supposed to slow down, notice things, be in the moment, stop thinking so much about the future, stop looking at the past, and it's time for you to be in the present moment. We've got card number 62, which is an 8. It says here, slow and steady wins the race. So I feel like that there is something coming up here where you're supposed to maybe ground yourself. Like it feels like you're supposed to ground yourself, Virgo, in a situation where maybe it's a little bit tough for you. Tell me more about Virgo, please. We've got worry. Maybe you are worried about something in the week ahead. It says, I'm learning that worry does not change an outcome. I feel like the reason you don't have to worry is because all of this violet energy is showing up here. I feel like your third eye is open, and I feel like you can see things clearly, far more clearly than you used to. And we got happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. That really is the be all end all right there. If you're miserable and unhappy and you're not on the right path. Happiness is the right path. And that's not to say that people who are happy don't have hardships. Hardships still come to people who are happy, but they handle it in a very different way than people who are unhappy. What else do we need to know about Virgo, please? Slow and steady wins the race. Looking at things slowly through the third eye, being in the present moment instead of being in the future or the past is what is going to bring you the most happiness, Virgo. We've got forgive. Isn't that interesting, hey? So it looks like you might have the opportunity to forgive someone in the here and now. There may be a situation happening next week, whatever the situation is, work, love, home, family, whatever it is, that you are trying to forgive somebody for something that they did. And it feels like you might be coming maybe face to face with that person, and it's time to forgive, I'm going to say, for you. Forgiveness is always for yourself, right? It's never letting them off the hook, understand. They have to live with their own karma for whatever they said or did. But you need to let yourself off the hook, right? So forgive. And I'm not saying forgive yourself because I feel like you did something wrong. I'm saying do it, release it, forgive. Forgiveness goes to the universe. Let the universe take care of it and stop worrying about the situation. It's time to heal it, man. It's just time to heal it. It does feel like happiness is going to come from you being willing to heal some type of a situation here. What else do we have, please, for Virgo? Last card, then we'll get to tarot for you, Virgo. Here we go. Abundance. It says an inflow of money, love, and rewards. I feel like this forgiveness here is a block. It feels like there is someone here that maybe you're upset with, or this person I think is someone that you might come in contact with next week. I feel like this ability for you to forgive or just release and let it go. I feel is, and like I said, forgiveness is not forgetting. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying forgive for yourself so you don't have to carry it around, because I feel like it's blocking your abundance. We've got pay attention, look out for signs from the divine, and acknowledge red flags. And I feel like it is time to pay attention. You're doing this stuff for you. You're not doing it for them. But in forgiveness, when you decide that you're just not going to deal with whatever situation transpired between you and someone else that caused your worry, I feel like living here, keeping yourself grounded and in the here and now is really what is supposed to be on the table for next week, no matter what situation you're dealing in. Tell me what else is happening with Virgo, please. Virgo, if you are interested in getting a private read, there's only 2 days left on the sale. 10% off if you're interested in finding out what's up for 2025. Look in the pinned comment, please. There's a coupon code there. Tell me about Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Virgo. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. I like it. Something is changing or expanding. Feels like something, oh, you have knowledge about something is what it looks like. You have some type of knowledge about something, and something is about to change big time, friend. The Death card is here. Tell me why Death is here. We have the Seven of Swords. I really feel like, Virgo, you're forgiving a liar. I think that you found something out about someone or something, and I feel instead of confronting it, I feel like you're about to let it go. And I mean, maybe you won't, right? And if you're not, that's not who I'm reading about, because I feel like I'm reading about somebody here who's changed. I feel like there's a lot of change going on here. Death is transformation. It's the end of one thing and the beginning of another. We also have the Wheel of Fortune, which is also change. It's change, expansion of the mind, expansion of the life. And we have all of these, I'm just noticing here, all of these markers here, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, they all have little books. I feel like it's because of something you've learned. You've learned something here. You've learned a lesson, or you've learned a different way to deal with things, but it feels like it's caused a transformation within you, and you're dealing with liars, cheaters, deceivers. You're dealing with them in a very different way than you used to. And I think that this is what has been blocking your flow of abundance. So holding grudges is a negative energy, right? It doesn't contribute to happiness. And I feel like it was blocking your abundance here. Tell me what else we need to know. We've got the Six of Cups. We've got the Queen of Wands. It feels like somebody said something that really, I don't think it's going to hurt your feelings, Virgo, because I don't really think you're a person who has hurt feelings. You know, I feel like it's somebody who said something in a moment, like quickly snapped, said something, and I feel like you figured something out from that situation. Ooh, yes, the King of Swords is here. You figured out some sort of truth here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So, Virgo, I feel like with the Six of Cups, we are talking about someone you are already acquainted with, a member of the family, somebody you used to date, somebody that you love or are in love with currently, possibly. It could be somebody that is a family member, somebody you've known for a long time. So it feels like it feels like this person, it feels like with the King of Swords and the Queen of Wands energy, and look, I know that you're an earth sign, but I feel like it was a communication between the King of Swords and the Queen of Wands. The King of Swords is the one who's going to go over the details. This is factual information. We're going to do it head over heart. And the Queen of Wands is somebody who's like, don't tell me what to do. I don't really care what you have to say. You can see how these are both masculine energies, right? And I feel like we got into some sort of a duel. I want to say, like, it feels like it's a duel. And it put us in a place where everybody was sort of, feeling like their hands were tied. I'm not giving in. You're not giving in. I feel like that's what's changed here. I feel like you are now looking at the Queen of Wands energy, which I do believe is yours, whether you're feminine or masculine. Look, the Queen of Wands is an energy and not just a person. This is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy, fire energy, right? And the Queen of Wands sits on the throne. She's experiencing growth. She's also someone who's on a new, exciting path. Also someone who just doesn't take anything from anyone. I'm just going to say, I feel like although you are the Queen of Wands here, that you're a transformed Queen of Wands. I want to say that you're somebody who now realizes I have the power. I'm the person who is who has the abundance. I'm the person who has the ability to give the forgiveness if I want. I'm the person who can heal anything. Look, the Queen of Wands sits on the throne because of, being forged through fire. Things that came to kill her just made her stronger. And I feel like you've healed all the parts of you through transformation that maybe would have made you lash out or made you angry with somebody here. It feels like somebody lied to you or someone deceived you. And I don't always see this as a liar or a deceiver, but sometimes I see it as someone kept something under the surface and they didn't really bring it to the surface. So they didn't actually lie, but they just didn't tell you the whole truth. I feel like you were dealing with the King of Swords. And although the King of Swords is always going to deal with everything face on, like head on, right? The King of Swords isn't scared of anybody. I feel like this was a hard conversation between you and the King of Swords, because we have somebody who's like, don't tell me what to do, I'll do what I want to do. And somebody who's like, but these are the facts. We need to look at the facts. And I feel like that there was some sort of untruth or something hiding under the surface that came to the surface, and then we ended up having some sort of argument. It does feel like this is somebody that you've had in your life for a while, though. I want to say that the relationship, because of this conversation, because of this like butting of heads, it feels like something has changed. And I want to say that it is the way you're looking at this relationship now, but also you have transformed. I feel like you're no longer going to allow people to get your goat, to goad you into anything, to poke the bear, right? We've got the Ace of Cups. You're dealing with things now in a little more feminine energy. And I'm just saying, fire and swords are masculine energy, and here enters the feminine energy, right? So it feels like you are now dealing with things in terms of, I know where my cup is. I know that my cup is full. I don't have any feelings that are within myself, feeling like I'm not enough, that I might have to fight back and explain myself. I don't think you're into explaining yourself anymore, Virgo. I feel like this Ace of Cups is like, it's almost like confidence. Like I have love. I have this new path. I don't have to explain myself to the people around me. I think you're dealing with it all in a very soft and loving and kind way. And I'm not saying you're going to give up your fire, but I'm saying you're dealing with it in more temperance, because we got fire and water up here. So I feel like you're dealing with it in more of a balanced way, more of a patient way. That's what it feels like, very patient. And then we have the Eight of Cups. And if you can't get this person to agree to disagree, at the very least, I feel like you are walking away. It feels like you are going to just then, you know what? If I can't do it in a loving and kind way, in a temperate sort of way, then I'm not going to do it at all. It feels like this is the last chance, I want to say. But they are dealing with a very evolved Virgo. I'm not talking about the low vibration one, the one who would just crack somebody in the neck and start a fight and argue and start a sword fight in the middle of the family dinner. I'm not talking about that person. I think you're an evolved Virgo. And I think you're the person who is just going to say, look, I've changed. A lot has changed for me. And you can say whatever you've got to say, or you can keep it under the surface. But the truth is I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And if that means I got to walk away in order to keep my peace, then I will do that. We have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. We have the Ten of Wands, and we have the Four of Swords. Again, an indication that you've been really good with the healing. Whatever was getting your goat, whatever disappointed you or broke your heart, I feel like you're laying it to rest. I want to say that you're dropping the burdens, laying it to rest, and now you know what you want. Now you know what you know, right? The Seven of Cups is in the reverse. And it feels like when the Seven of Cups comes up in the reverse, it's like, now I know what I've got to do. And I feel like what you've got to do is just embody the Queen of Wands energy. Very confident, very independent. Somebody who's like, you know what? If we disagree, then fine, we disagree. But I'm not going to fight with you anymore. 4 and 1 sword is 5. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to, because sometimes people will take a stance against you in order to get you to argue. And I feel like you just can't be provoked. Tell me what has changed here. Maybe the family has expanded here. The family or your group of friends or the soul tribe or whoever the Six of Cups is for you. Could be a group of people or maybe one person. And it feels like maybe the tribe has expanded here. Tell me, we got the Five of Swords. We called it out here, right? 4 and 1 is 5, and then it shows up here. So we are showing here the, we've got the Devil, we've got the 9 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. So I do feel that there is a little bit of chronic worry about attending something or bumping into someone or someone bringing up something here. The King of Swords isn't going to let it go. Look, the King of Swords won't let it go. The King of Swords will not let it go until all of the facts have been covered. This is the scientist. This is the judge. This is the lawyer. This is the person who wants to get to the bottom of things. They don't care how the boat floats. They want to know what's in the engine room. Why is there so much water under the boat? How much water does it take to make the boat float? This person must have all the details. This person is not letting it go. So I feel like that's your worry. I think that's what the Nine of Swords is about. But I feel like you will let that go because the King of Swords, I feel, is willing to let it go. We've got the Nine of Swords and the King of Swords, which is 10. I feel like you walk in with a little bit of worry, a little bit of chronic worry or fear that, I'm going to crack this one. This person just gets out of hand. I'm going to crack them one, but I don't think you're going to. I think you're going to walk away, honestly. Maybe they know the old you before you decided to stay in the moment, before you gave up the worry. We have the Nine of Swords and worry here, by the way, before you decided to forgive. And it doesn't mean that you're letting this person off the hook from getting your goat. It means that that's not how you're using your energy anymore, Virgo. That's what it feels like. You're not using your energy to fight with the King of Swords anymore, because the King of Swords is going to be the King of Swords. Let them be who they're going to be and stay traveling inside your boundaries. Walk away if you have to. Tell me about this King of Swords, please. We've got the Three of Swords. Yep, this is the one. Three of Swords is here. Three of Swords is here. We've got this. You're just going to leave it alone, right? You're just going to lay it to rest, leave it alone. I feel like you've tried to work on this for a long time. It's like I don't have any more energy to put into this Three of Swords. It's time to heal it, and the Justice card is here. It's time for things to come into balance. It does feel like that there's two swords here, and that two people have reached an impasse or a block. We've got the Five of Swords, which is kind of the same thing. It's like you believe one thing, I believe another. We have different political points of view. We have different societal points of view. And I feel like with the Justice card showing up here, it's telling me that you would rather just stop talking about it and just, have the relief of the Justice card being in the room here. We have the Three of Swords, and so I feel like it is a beef that you have with the King of Swords. This could be a father, this could be a mother, whoever it is, it's somebody who just won't let it go. And so I feel like you're walking into a situation here where maybe there's a little bit of worry that if this person gets my goat, I'm transformed. I'm going to do it differently. I'm going to go slow. I'm going to move slowly, right? The passive Knight is here. The Knight of Cups is here. And the Ace of Cups is here. Remember who you are. Remember that this is the 10 of Cups, right? 8, 1 in the hand of the Knight, and then we have another Ace of Cups. This is the 10 of Cups. That's who you are, right? That's who you are. Your life is going in the right direction. You are doing the things that you have to do in order to heal you. I feel like this 10 of Cups thing is what you're bringing to the situation, that you're not interested in arguments or fights. You're not interested in breaking down the details or the factual information. And I feel like you're probably just going to say to this person, you know what, those details don't matter to me anymore. Can you pass the mashed potatoes? I feel like it's going to be that. Tell me what the outcome is here, please, for Virgo. We've got the Two of Pentacles. We've got the Page of Swords in the reverse. And we've got the Sun. You've realized that it's really low vibrational energy for someone to smack talk you behind your back. This is somebody, the Page of Swords is somebody who is not necessarily giving all of the details, who's not giving a whole lot of clarity. This person is somebody who is maybe talking behind your back and you know it. I feel like you're making a decision. You're making a decision to bring the Sun. And listen, you have the ability to shift the energy in any room. And I think that this Sun showing up with Justice is telling me that this is the energy that you're bringing to wherever you go, whether it's a family dinner, visit with friends, maybe you're at a restaurant and someone walks in that you've known that you had heat with a while ago. Whatever the situation is, I feel like you're dealing with it because you've had this breakthrough. You're happy, you're in the 10 of Cups, and you're not going to let anybody ruin that for you. So we have the Sun here, and it's because you've grown, right? It's because you are happy, because you've grown personally, professionally, spiritually, you've grown. And the low vibers, I feel like you're just making the decision just to drown out the low vibers with the Sun. That's what it feels like. We've got the Hermit. There you are. You're full of wisdom, my friend. You are the shaman. Absolutely. You've gained wisdom. I was sort of feeling that at the beginning. You're a very different Virgo than you were back there. And I feel like you're coming into touch with people who are from an old vibration. I think that's what it is. But I feel like you've got it all under control because you've got the wisdom and the light here. Take it with you wherever you go. It's up to you to shift the energy in a room. I'm going to go for now, Virgo. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. But I'll be back because I'm always back. Love y'all. Bye-bye.